Nice to have you, Gerald, for interview. Can you please introduce yourself in detail, please, for our community fans?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Gerald Köhler. I'm the lead designer of FIFA Manager 07 and the FIFA Manager 08, and I work for EA and for the Manager series since 2000. So 2008 is my 7th EA Sports title.
As a feedback community, we would like to ask you some questions that asked actually from our fans. We are starting with the number of leagues and teams in FIFA Manager 08. How many leagues and players approximately are there?
I think right now we have 54 leagues with licensed player names in the game. New in FIFA Manager 08 are Australia, Ireland and the Czech Republic. And we have about 25,000 players now. I think 7 million pieces of information.
Wow, great. The other things that the fans several times asked to see in FIFA Manager was the futsal, indoor soccer. Why don't you add this feature to the game?
So actually, when you look back in history, so this type of game was in Germany very popular, let's say 10 years ago. Now I think the popularity is not very high anymore. And in the main markets like England, it's also not very popular because in England there are no indoor tournaments at all, or it's very rare and not with professional players. And in Germany it was very close about 5 or 8 years ago that there was a special championship as well, but this never happened. And right now we have just friendly tournaments, and in the game we have indoor tournaments, but they are just simulated, and we don't have them in full 3D because in indoor matches the teams play just with 5 or 6 players, so you need a completely different AI, you need completely new stadiums or arenas. So this is really a feature that's hard to do, and I think not too many people will play with it, and if they play with it, it's just something for the winter break, so it's not that good.
And one other thing is junior teams for clubs, youth football. How about that? Will we see the youth team in FM 08 playable?
Yes, we have already in FIFA Manager 07 we have added 2 more youth teams. So right now we have 4 youth teams for every club in the game, and we think that youth teams are a really important part of the game. So people love to develop their players. So when at the moment in FIFA Manager they start with 11 years, and then you can really train them and give them tasks and objectives from 11 years on, and to make them superstars in the future. And for this year we've further improved this. So in FIFA Manager 07 there was still a little problem that your youth players were not that strong, so they started with maybe level 60 or 65, so they never made it to the first team when they were very young. But now we have a new development system of the players that gives the whole player development a lot more variation, and now it's possible that they start with 80 or 85, and that you have a good chance to get really young players that make it to the first team, that are very strong already. And though this is one big improvement, and the second big improvement are the youth camps. We already had them in the previous years, but this year for the first time it's possible to build a youth camp everywhere in the world. You just pick your country, pick the city where you want to build it, and that's it. And in special countries where we have the Create a Club feature, it's even possible to build a youth camp in every little town of this country. So for example in Spain or in England or in Italy, you can just select a little town and create your camp, build your camp there, and then you can start.
Great.
And it's also possible, of course, in Iran to create your own youth camp.
Yeah, great. And how about women's football? So some fans ask about it.
Yeah, basically we totally focus on men's football because again it would need completely new animation system, you need a totally new engine, so it's really a difficult thing. It's not just something you can do easily, and all the leagues are different. It's really a huge amount of work for this feature, and right now I think that there are not enough players who would play such a game.
Okay, thanks. So thank you for your time for interview. We of course invite you to visit our feedback community FIFPlay.com to see the fans questions, and so see you next year in Games Convention 2008.